What is up, YouTube knife community? How you guys doing today? Back again today. I'm going to go over some edge retention testing I've done, and we're going to do a little test, a little toughness test, edge stability test, to see how much HRC matters, or to see how much HRC plays a part in the damage of chipping or whatever. Okay, so what we've got today is we've got this Bradford Guardian 3 in M390. We got that, and we've got the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 in M390. The Bradford tested at 59.5. The PM2 tested at 62. Yes, 62. Okay, so I'll go ahead and go over what I came up with on edge retention. And just bear with me for a second. Okay, here is the Bradford. Give you a close-up. Hopefully you can see it and pause it, but I'm gonna go over it. All right, this is a knife that that Tom previously owned, Tom Hosang Outdoors, and then I got it off of him, and we counted up. This thing's had at least 7, maybe 8 sharpenings before I started this test. Okay, so it's M390 at 15 degrees per side, and it's about 20 thousandths behind the edge, which is a beautiful thing for this test. And just remember that, 20 thousandths behind the edge. The first test that I did, I got 114 feet fine edge and 197.33 feet working edge, and then I completely resharpened it, done everything again, and got 117 feet fine edge and 202 feet working edge. So I ended up with about 3 feet more on that, which is negligible. We don't worry, I mean, that's a number we don't really need to worry about. So yeah, so so on average 115 feet fine and 200 feet working edge, something like that. Bradford Guardian 3, 59.5 HRC. All right, here's the PM2. I'll get a close-up of it so you guys can pause and read it if you want. Okay, so this Spyderco popped at 62, as I mentioned before, 62 HRC, sharpened at 15 degrees per side, and 20 thousandths behind the edge. So that puts both of these knives 20 thousandths behind the edge. Stock thickness is damn near identical, So this is what we come up with on this. This is the third edge that I put on this knife in the first test that I did. I got 255 feet fine edge, 396 feet working edge. That's huge. That's a big, massive difference. Okay, then I went ahead, like G does all the time, I went ahead and verified those results. So I sharpened it again, did everything the same. Okay, I went to 15 degrees per side, and I went to 1500 grit. So on the fourth edge, the second test, I got 270 feet fine and 414 feet working, which is within 10%, so I call it good right there. So yeah, you're looking at okay, the best test is the second test on both of them. Fine edge for the Guardian was 117 feet. Fine edge for the PM2 was 270 feet. Working edge for the Bradford was 202. Working edge for the PM2 was 414 feet. That is amazing, amazing. Okay, So there's our edge retention. Now the question has come about, or not the question, it's always talked about, the harder you take a steel, the more chippy it gets, and so on and so forth. This, I have no idea what's going to happen, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to do a little bit like a edge stability test, and we're going to baton both of these knives, and we're going to cut some zip ties. Get my zip tie stick with me, and whatever else I can find in the back of this truck. Before we get to that, I want to say I do own other t-shirts other than Big Red EDC shirts. It's just a coincidence. There's a couple videos I planned to wear it. Today it just happened, which I love Big Red. I love JB. I don't care what anybody says. I wear shirts every day if I want to. But anyway, I do have other t-shirts. And you might ask, why is this goofy guy out here in the middle of the woods in his pickup truck doing this edge retention test or doing this toughness test? Well, just got a brand new tripod, and I wanted to bring it out here and try it. Plus it's quiet out here and I love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna focus the camera in just a little bit. Bear with me, please. I want you guys to be able to see this a little better. Alright, there we go. Should be able to see it pretty good. Alright, we will start out with the Bradford. I'm just going to baton a couple sticks of wood with each one of them. Let me make sure you're going to be able to see it. I hope so. Raise it up just a fuzz. Sorry guys, bear with me. You know I'm still new to this. Alright, here we go. Let's hit some wood. Good enough for the Bradford. Let's baton the PM2 a little bit. I've never batoned a M390 PM2, which I'm sure it's the same as any of them. Alright, we'll call that good on the baton, and we'll look at the knives. See if there's any damage. Alright, let's check out the PM2. I don't see any damage. Action's still fine. Alright, let's check out the Bradford. Don't see any damage. Alright, so here's some things I thought, you know, maybe on a daily basis you might run into. Alright, let's do zip ties first. Okay, let's do zip ties. Here's the Bradford. Got the Bradford. Here's PM2. Check out the knives. If there's any damage on these, it would be close to the tip. You'll see any damage. See any damage. Looks pretty good. I don't see any damage on the PM2 either. No damage. Alright, now this is just an extension cord, a little small extension cord. If I can get it in frame right there. Just a little bit of copper wire. I was just going to cut on it a few times. See what happens. I've always heard people don't cut copper wire, but then I've always seen mechanics, that's the first thing they do whenever they're running wire for trailer brakes or whatnot. They always pull out that pocket knife and cut that wire. Now usually they're carrying some kind of knife that don't have any good steel in it. Most of the time, I'm saying. The ones I know anyway. Usually have something less, Os 8 or less. And their knives do damage, but maybe if you had a better steel, maybe it wouldn't damage it so bad. Alright, so that was 1, 2, 3, about 15 cuts on that copper wire. Let's see. I don't see any damage. It's not as sharp as it was. I can feel a little different, but it ain't damaged. Here's the Bradford. Let's cut with it. 1. Same amount of cuts. There's a little bit of damage right there. See some light coming back. Definitely not as sharp as it was. Alright, so there's that little small copper wire. I don't know if you've ever messed with coax or not, but a coax cable has a little steel wire. It's old. Let me cut it once and we'll go see it. I have to baton this one. I'm going to baton it towards the back since that part of the edge hasn't been hit yet. Okay, maybe you can see it. Yeah, here we go. See, you got a little piece of steel wire right there and a little piece of steel wire right there. So on the back of these edges, I'm going to cut these like maybe 5 or 6 times and see what happens. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, yeah. Here we go. That big old chip. Lord have mercy. So, yeah, that steel wire definitely damaged that one. See what happens to the PM2 now. Same, I'm going to use the back section of the blade. One. Two. Three. Four. 5. 6. It's got some damage now. Not as bad as the Bradford though. Well, I don't know, it's looking pretty rough right there. Okay, so there was like 6 cuts on each one of them through that steel wire. I think that's all I got. No, it ain't. Let's try one of these. I'm gonna do 1 cut with each of them. And this right here is a big old thick ass soldering wire. I'm gonna do 1 cut with each. Try to find a place that ain't damaged already. Let's go right here. I hit it between the choil and that first part of damage. So the soldering didn't do nothing to it. Yeah, okay. Let's try it on this one. Might as well do it on this one. So I'm gonna use the front section this time because everything else is scarred up. Alright, there it is. Right there where that coating's going, where I hit it. Not seeing damage other than the coating. Okay, so let me try to bring both of them over and show both of them side by side. Alright, come back out and conclude. So yeah, to me, the difference in damage that you got there, I mean, obviously the Bradford has got more damage, and it is it's nowhere near as hard. It's a lot softer. You can even tell it when you're sharpening it. Like, everybody always talks about how hard it is to sharpen hard steels. That's not true. The 62 HRC M390 sharpens up a lot easier than this 59.5 M390. The burr on this PM2, bring up the burr, I mean, it don't take no time to minimize it and it'll just flake right off. This thing, I fought with the burr. Every time I've sharpened it, I've fought with the burr. No, I'm not saying this is a bad knife. I love this knife. This is the only knife that I'll EDC carry, fixed blade that I'll EDC carry right now, unless I get something different. So this knife ain't going nowhere. I still love it. I still use it. That's the thing with this stuff. It's your knife. If you like it, who cares if it's 62, or who cares if it's 58, or who cares? I mean, if you like that knife, use it. Keep it and use it. Because, I mean, I know that way underperforms what it should, what they say it should. But that don't bother me. I'm still going to use that knife. I'm still going to like it. I'm still going to carry it. It's still going to be in my collection because I like it. This PM2 will probably leave before the Bradford does. But that just goes to show you, though, I mean, yeah, we already knew that the 62 HRC M390 would kick the 59.5's ass. We knew that was coming. Everybody knows that. If you've seen Gerald Outpost 76 videos, I can't remember exactly what kind of footage he got, but my brain was saying 400, and we're right there together. I mean, it's freaking right on the money, right there on the same, pretty much the same playing field. So, yeah, if you want M390, your best bet is to go to Spyderco, is my opinion. They do a damn good job with it. It comes up like a freaking screaming sharp. It's nasty sharp. A disgusting sharp edge. But on that, I'm going to close out. I'm done for today. Just I appreciate everybody subbing and everybody shouting me out and everybody with the words of encouragement and stuff. Please keep them coming. That's what's driving me. Without that, this really wouldn't be that fun. You know, without the subs commenting and without my buddies hollering and saying, hey man, you're doing a good job. Without all that, this wouldn't be that fun. I'd still be testing knives, but nobody'd know what kind of results I'm getting. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Sorry this was a longer one, but I wanted to show the difference between the two different hardnesses. So that's what I got. Thanks. See y'all later.